Welcome everyone to this new edition of Tech News. We have the pleasure to have with us Dr. Samira Chatankarati, who is the founder and CEO of Safe Shah Training Center, who's also an international mentor, who is Mauritius chapter lead Women in Tech Africa, who has empowered many girls and women, who's also act as business coach, consultant, and executive board member. So welcome Samira. I know I've already give you a quick introduction, but I'd like to have a few words about you as well.
Thank you, Hidayat, for this introduction. Of course, we'll keep the introduction quite short so that we can have time to talk about more about what we need to discuss today. Like you mentioned clearly, I am the director of Safe Shah Training Center, an institution where we deliver training mainly in IT for students and for professionals. We are affiliated with CompTIA. We are accredited with Pearson VUE as well to deliver international exam. And apart from training, we also provide services for cybersecurity auditing and also other services that we've introduced, mainly the ERP and Microsoft Dynamics as well, so that we can accompany the companies a bit more apart from the training. Apart from this, I'm also the chapter lead for Women in Tech Africa since 2016 now, so it's going to be 9 years this year. This chapter is really something passionate that we are going to discuss a bit later. You also mentioned about mentoring. Of course, I'm an international mentor for entrepreneurs and recognized internationally by Sherry Blair Foundation. Apart from this, so I'm very passionate about empowering women, girls, and young generation in the tech world. Actually, more in the tech world and merging the tech world with entrepreneurship.
That's very impressive, to be honest. It's rare to have so many combinations, but thanks for this brief and detailed introduction. Before we start, I know today's topic is a lot about women in tech Africa, right? We are going to
Yes.
talk about that. I like to understand today its role, its objective, its goal in Mauritius today.
It's a story for me. It started back in 2016, where the founder herself, El Kofi, was here. So Women in Tech Africa is an NGO found in Ghana, Africa. And the founder came here in Mauritius for the launching at L'Aventure du Sucre back in 2016. And this is where I've listened to her talk. I've myself been inspired by her talk. This is where the real change took in me. Like I wanted to create more opportunities for women. I wanted to really break that barriers that we have in Mauritius in terms of women and girls in IT and to make it more inclusive for them. So this is where this is, you can say it's my passion as well. So doing all this for women, and it's a way of I was just talking about that this morning in one of my meetings. It's a way of giving back as well. So giving back what we've learned, what we've shared, what we've acquired as knowledge and our experience. And this is a way I was thinking to give back through Women in Tech Africa. And this is where 2017, we've done our first annual conference. It's for empowering women in the technology sector across the continent. So it's not only in Mauritius. It's good to know that the chapter has been launched in 2018 and 19 in Rodrigues Island. And it has been launched this year in Réunion Island. So I've managed to get 3 islands in the Indian Ocean for Women in Tech Africa. And the mission is really to focus about empowerment, inclusivity. So by building a really strong and supportive community that would encourage women to take on leadership roles, especially in the tech industry. And of course, the Women in Tech Africa is a platform, is a networking platform where we connect women with different industry leaders and mentors who can guide those young generation in their career growth.
Okay.
So there are more missions. So if you would like me to say all of them, or you want to have other questions,
Just
then we can.
just let's, because you mentioned a lot of things, just for us to kind of put ourselves, map our mind into it.
Okay.
You've talked a lot about how we are including women, the barrier we had and everything, which is true. Today, there is kind of a myth. IT, tomorrow you want to mimic something with AI, geek in IT, it would be a man, which is very, I would say, not realistic when you see the world, how it's being evolved, how we see people delivering. We've seen lots of women contributing a lot in the, I would say, computer science world, and which is not really set up. I had one question. How do you kind of recognize? Because I presume there are some recognition that comes forward with such involvement and investment. Because here we are not talking about simply a few hours. It's a long journey. How does that work? If you can elaborate a bit on that.
Normally, we do some quarterly events. So during the quarterly events, it's like mini workshops, you could say, mini training, mini upskilling programs to skill up the women to acquire the required competencies to really thrive in the digital age right now. But also, we do lots of awards. So the recognition of achievements. So we do it like the awards that we've been doing for the last 5 years. So we recognize women in different categories during those awards. And it's the awards is open like for students as well. So you have the Young Digital Awards from the age of 18. You have also the awards for the teachers and lecturers because they also include, they form part of that inclusion because without those teachers, without the lecturers, we wouldn't have got the girls and women in IT. So we start from the young, then we come to the trainers, the teachers, and then we come to the professionals. The professional is we categorize it into you have, let's say, someone who have developed a project developer or a project management or use a specific program to develop a software to bring value, to add value either to her business or to the organization. We recognize also entrepreneurship and innovation world. So it's not only, like you say, the corporate world, not only the teachers, not only the students, but also the entrepreneurs as well. So this is where, for me, the word inclusion means you include everyone.
I'm looking at Women in Tech Africa today. It's not just an opportunity. It's not just a place. I think it's more than that, and it brings out a lot out of the people, be it through recognition, be it through learning, be it through I think different training, which should be involved and is involved into that. But now, let's say someone wants to join Women in Tech Africa. How do they get to know? Is there some way they need to register?
Normally, what I suggest is that you attend one of the upcoming events, see how we work, how we do the events, how strong we are in the audience, in the people, in the organization. And from there, once you register, we will tell you, would you like to be a member or you don't like to be a member. So being a member of Women in Tech Africa, you don't have to pay anything. So you just have to attend one of our events, and then once you've accepted to be our member, we will take your email address and we'll be sending you emails on and off when we have upcoming events. And good to know that all our events are free except for the annual conference where we need to take a minimal fee because, of course, all events, when you do, you have financial aspect at the back, so you have to cover certain financial specification during the conference. So otherwise, all the quarterly events is based from the support of sponsors, and it's all free to attend. So to answer your question, how you want to be involved into Women in Tech Africa, how you can be a member of us, to just attend any upcoming event that Women in Tech Africa would be organizing. We'll collect your email address, of course, with your consent. And then from there, you'll be receiving the emails to say that you are a member of Women in Tech Africa and these are the upcoming events. Would you like to attend or not? And we also ask them whether you would like to join the community, help in growing, help in doing things as well for other women and girls in the tech.
That's very insightful. Just one question. You've mentioned about the next event coming. Can we talk about that next event of yours, of
Of
Women
course,
in Tech?
this is the biggest of the year, actually, that everyone waits for. Everyone is waiting for that. So it's the annual conference for Women in Tech Africa. And this year's theme is very important. It's really empowering women in tech, but with the driving Africa's innovation through AI, leadership, and inclusion. So we have three themes: AI, leadership, and inclusion for the theme of this year. And it's going to be on the 30th of October. And the venue is going to be at Ocean Creeks Beach Hotel at Balaclava. So this is the
Okay.
upcoming conference that we have for Women in Tech Africa.
So just for everyone to know, on this video, on this post, we will have the link to register for that event. Okay.
Just a
So
quick note, Hidayat, before you continue. So if the audience listening would like to register, because the seats are getting filled very quick, and we should say for that event, normally the house is really full, like over 80 people in the room. So we are reaching the target. So if you're watching that video, you're watching that little interview, so I would encourage you people to just register and secure a seat for the event.
Thank you. And we hope to see you in the event soon. And we've reached the end of the podcast. So thank you, Samira. It was very insightful to introduce, and we are very pleased to see a woman Mauritian in tech in Africa that's pushing so much and collaborating, plus involving so much of people to get to such event. I know it's not easy and needs lots of time and
Yes.
courage. So thank you for that. Thank you for building that around us, and thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Hidayat, and I would like to say thank you to Tech News as well. So I think by collaborating with you guys and of course any other people or any other organization that would like to partner with Women in Tech Africa, I think it's good because through us your network will surely will grow.
Thanks.
Thank you.